So in front of you right now is everything required for your plastic mixture: acetone and plastic for sacrifice. So far, everything I've been taking has been from the unused bits from the original Super Nintendo housing. These two posts right here are completely unnecessary. Nothing screws into them, and they're meant to hold the sound card in place, I think, but the sound card is already screwed into the lower housing on this revision of the board. This board also has this extra row or wall of plastic that can be taken and used. Same with this post. It is completely useless, so it can be snapped or sawed off with no consequence. And that's what to take in terms of plastic. As far as melting it, put the plastic in some kind of airtight container and then pour enough acetone in to submerge the plastic. That should get it to a good consistency. Basically, the more acetone you add, the more runny it will be. And I think that's it for the melting process. This in front of me now is everything you'll need for actually applying the plastic to the housing. There's tape to shape the outline of whatever you're trying to fill in, which is very straightforward for corners like this. To fill in this chip, just place the tape where the edge of the housing should be. And then you squirt plastic in there, which I will demonstrate now. Quick tip, specifically for repairing these tiny outer walls on Super Nintendo housing. The lower housing fits into this lip, so if you have a lot of plastic overflowing in there, it's not going to close properly. To help with the fit, run a straight object across the edge while the plastic is still runny. That's about it. You let that sit for a full day. The tape will harden, and then it can be pulled off. Any weird stringy bits you can just slice off with an X-Acto knife or file down with sandpaper, which I will demonstrate once this has dried. After about a day of waiting, you can remove the tape, and the plastic should be completely solidified, and then using sandpaper and an X-Acto knife, you can just file down any jagged bits so it matches the shape of the rest of the housing. For consoles being painted, if you see a gap about that size, it doesn't really matter since the paint will just fill that in. But if the console is going to be retro-brighted, you could do a second pass of plastic there. This one's going to be painted, so I'm not going to do that. I'll demonstrate a bit of sanding here, but that about does it for the process.